This is a pure electric SUV model of the 17 Audi Q6L e-bed. If you use 5 words to summarize the sharing and design of this car's technology, safety, frame control, I know that most car products seem to be inseparable from these words. The 17 Audi Q6L e-bed does have unique features in each part, such as processing.
This one comes from KPE Luxury Pure Electric Platform, which is built by Audi and Porsche, and there are cars under this platform. Everyone is already very interested in it, that is Porsche Electric. We have always said that it is best for electric cars to have their own exclusive electric platform. In this case, the space layout, the bottom row layout, including weight distribution, will be the most reasonable setting. Then we can see that its battery is not only not exposed, but also very flat and very well protected. In the past, if you were not on a pure electric platform, its battery might be said to hang out. In this case, his minimum distance from the ground will become smaller. So if you pass some potholes and some tanks, you will easily be supported by melons. But now not only is it impenetrable to the bone, but it is also prevented. The mutual degree is also very good, and more importantly, under this platform, his prints are also very sufficient, with 5 consecutive sensors at the front and rear, and it gives you such a variable Zuni selection price of FSD. In this case, if you are in the dynamic process, he will have better support, but if you pass some, the bottom of this car will be closed accordingly and it will be more comfortable to carry out a copper bot. Then let's look at it. The tyre frame in front is 255 and 285 at the back. It is narrow at the front and wide at the back. Just like when we push a medium and small cart in a supermarket, it will be more stable when you push it up. So when you drive this car on a mountain road, you will feel the grip of its tires. It's very strong, just like having a pair of big hands pressing you on the ground. Even if you are a little faster, the feeling of cornering is really less than the limit of this car. Now I think it can be faster. In addition, FAW Audi Q6L e-tron also gives a 107-degree large TV light. The CATL 3UN lithium battery can fly to 765 kilometers. You can drive this car around the mountains as much as you like. The most professor, if everyone listens to him, there will be some noises coming out, and that is GT. Yinlang was specially trained and developed by Audi, so it will do a very simulating the feeling of this real paint. For example, if you accelerate the tray, the sound reflected outside is different. In addition, it has 2 external speakers at the front and rear, so when I listen to the sound outside, wow, this feeling is really explosive, and the emotional value is provided to drive very slowly. This car really gave me a big surprise. First of all, it turns to the feel. If I am in sports mode now, it will bear a little load accordingly. So the directivity, including stability, will be better, so that you can focus on PY. The response speed of the front of the car is still very fast, so if you steal a car now, this power follow-up system is very timely. It's about the steering. When the steering is full, it's already 1.2 laps. You can be very elegant. You don't need to talk about desertion on the mountain road. Even if it's all in the city, you can start very easily and calmly. Even if you turn around, you will feel very relaxed. It's still in the middle of the mountain road. If I say that this car is a little presumptuous, you can rest assured and boldly take it, because its brakes are very high, which is about 35 meters per 100 kilometers. Its phase control is also excellent, so in the bar, its body posture keeps a very stable state, so you will feel that this car has a very strong driving pleasure during the phase movement. Now, the limit of this car is really high, and for a 1CU car, you need to know that the new Energy SUV itself is already very heavy and can be adjusted to this situation, but Audi really has something, so this car has 2 things done. Very good, the first one is on the PPE platform. What about the next? Its hardware is sufficient. The second is Audi's dynamic calibration bar. I believe these 2 points together are a height that most new Energy SUVs find it difficult to achieve when they want to create a sense of sportiness. This true system is very rich in the past driving in the mountain road. If driving control is Audi's housekeeping skill, then this time Audi has taken intelligence to a certain level. For example, the pricing system has cooperated with Huawei, allowing the German offensive to be integrated with Chinese command. This time, some Audi Q6L 1TR received a lot of prints throughout the car, including 2 LiDARs, and the radar also heated and cleaned 13 cameras, 5mm, and 12 ultrasonic waves to build a complete sensing system, but currently woolen cloth. There are also many functions that can be realized, such as after the flight. Can it realize steering identification, head preparation obstacles, etc.? And what about it? Simple. The car and strength are very easy, and you can choose whether the front or rear of the car is in place to walk to the dead end. It also has the function of rotating the machine and reversing the car. Even in complex scenes, such as multi-floor parking lots, it can also be equipped with navigation assistance. But every time you come to this place again, you can park and get into your place with 1 click, and the parking space will be broadcasted through OTA, etc. This time, we focused on the experience of urban and high-speed driving assistance. First of all, we can see slight adjustments in direction when facing large distance curves at high speed. The car hardly moves and always keeps acting in the middle. It's very stable. On the main road, it's very stable and accurate, and it won't drag ligament water. Especially when the main road of history books encounters a traffic jam, he won't even stop where he is, but boldly moves forward to look for the opportunity to steal, and the game process of the rear car is very excessive. On the high speed, we also encounter traffic jams. This system is very gentle and won't give the carriage discomfort. Okay, he can make it, turn right into the path. This road is not only rugged, but also has pedestrians facing each other, and there are also cars meeting. You can see this car avoiding obstacles, and it is also very decisive when it comes to meeting cars. Moreover, he wouldn't say that standing by in place would greatly improve the efficiency of the pre-pass. What happened after that? We entered a more complicated path again. Both times it was almost a battery car that encroached on the lane. At this time, the car's avoidance movement was also very smooth. Even an experienced driver was more than enough to shuttle through the alley. Besides, there was no protection. Turning left, turning right, etc. seemed to have become operations. As for the experience process of driving assistance in Chengdu this time, there are many scenarios which really surprised us. Generally speaking, it is still a system that focuses on efficiency. However, on the basis, Audi will add more risk management to always remind the driver that he is the first responsible person, which is a more responsible intelligence. This Q6L e-tron has a lot to add to you. First of all, the atmosphere or machine feel of the seat is very rich, with a sense of technology Audi flavor, and there are many screens. There is an 88-inch AR HUD in front. This is the largest size I have ever seen. Azure D, the content displayed is very rich, so it goes without saying that when driving, shifting to the front installation will not greatly improve driving safety. In addition, the 11.9-inch old screen has a 10.5-inch central control screen and a 10.9-inch additional screen. These screens can be interactive so that all information can be displayed, which improves convenience and driving safety. For example, if you look at the middle navigation while driving, what about the co-pilot? It is very convenient to watch navigation or watch a short movie. Besides, there are more than 75 ecological applications in this car. You say it's the most in ABB, right? In addition, Speech, a joint intelligent voice supplier, holds a brand new intelligent voice assistant specially created for Chinese users, as well as a brand new voice image. For example, when you say that you are happy, he will have a smiling face, which is very vivid. Even when you are sad, there will be some corresponding feedback. As for the space, the length of the car is close to 4.9 meters, the head is close to 3 meters. To make a 5-seater product, it is still on the PPE Pure Electric platform. There is no problem with the performance of the space below. The softness of the seats is also very good, with good support and ride comfort. Because the seats are overstressed or too soft, it causes a large amount of body movement to users. Compared with the overseas version, the stock price of sports seats has increased by 18mm in the front row, and the seating power of the rear row has been lengthened to 6mm, so the entire seating seat, whether it is the front row or the rear row, effect and the riding experience are very last. Let's look at the styling design again. What about this time? In addition to the icy Audi Q6L e-tron, there is the first Audi Q6L Sportback, which is more family-oriented and a little more sexual. But what? If you look closely at these two units, they will have very good detailed designs, such as long door handle. The micro switch takes into account both beauty and convenience. It not only optimizes the wind group, but also is not afraid of freezing. If a major traffic accident occurs, pull the door handle twice in a row within 3 seconds and the door will be opened mechanically in the end. So safety is also guaranteed, but what about safety? This is what these German cars attach great importance to. Another point to add is that this car has a 34% submarine ratio and an 83% high-strength rigid and aluminum ratio. The passive safety is very good. Generally speaking, from this as we can see above, Audi is determined to give full play to its best advantages unlimited and at the same time let. The integration of Huawei's price plan in the book makes the product strength of FAW Audi Q6L e-tron more comprehensive, so is the luxury electric Audi GS serious. What do you think of his performance?